Good day, guys. Thanks for visiting Richard's Corner. My name is Richard, and today is part 2 of my awesome Salvation Army haul. This time, it's my 60% off books haul from Salvation Army here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Now, if it's your first time visiting Richard's Corner, the idea of my channel is thrifty collecting. So I try to show you how you can shop and save the thrifty way to get your favorite toys, books, movies, video games, and more. So Salvation Army is just one of the many places I go to for my hauls, and I hope you guys enjoy this one. So, as I mentioned before, I'm going to card up above the video I did, part 1 of this massive haul from Salvation Army. 60% off last weekend. Toys, books, and media. So I did my media haul last video. This part 2 is going to be the book part of that. 60% off each of these. Each book was 99 cents before the discount. 60% off of that makes it 40 cents a book. Every book, 40 cents. Now, the reason why I have so many, I'm going to confess why I have so many of these. At Salvation Army, they say that you can get 99 cents a book, or you can buy 5 of them for $4 regular price. So I assumed, because it's 60% off, if I get 5 books, I'll get 60% off of $4 rather than 5. Wrong. Because it was a huge sale, they had to honor the price of each book, even though it's still 99 cents. So I still have to pay for every single book, but it was 60% off. So it was 40 cents a book. Yeah, I'll still take it. I was like, oh, that makes sense. I was checking out through the cash register, and she mentioned that they had to honor 99 cents a book versus the special, and it's like, oh, I guess I can't double dip specials. It's like, no, you can't. But she knew exactly why I had exactly 10 books, because I was going to do 5 books for $4 minus 60%. But still, $10 minus 60%, I spent $4 for everything. So let's go over what I found. I'm really excited. Okay, so 2 books that I have here are from the same series, Dragonlance. I will confess, I tried reading Wes and Hickman, that's the author here, for Dragons of the Fallen Sun, this first book. I tried reading this when I was in high school. I'm a terrible reader. Even one of my vlogs, I mentioned that I was trying to read Spliced from one of my huge free cycle book hauls. I think I'll card it above. I still haven't finished that book, guys. I'm a terrible reader. And it's more just, I just haven't disciplined myself to sit down and read the book. Even though it's a young adult fiction, I don't know how I'm going to get through all of these, but I'm still collecting them. So anyway, Dragons of the Fallen Sun, I got this for 40 cents. So that's really awesome. That's book 1, I think, in this series. Yes, it is. Book 1 of the War of Souls. So that's number 1. And then book number 2 here. This is Dragons of the Lost Star, again by Wes and Hickman, Dragonlance series. I've heard really good things about it. So I can't go wrong for 40 cents, and hopefully I can get around to reading these. So there you go, from Salvation Army again. J.R.R. Tolkien, The Silmarillion. This is actually a book within the Lord of the Rings series, but it is, I'm trying to remember whether, oh yes, no, it prequels. Yes, it's a precursor to The Lord of the Rings. The Silmarillion, I heard really good things about this book from a friend in high school, actually, when he read it. And this is like one of those, okay, so we saw the Battle of the Five Armies in the Hobbit series, like in the movies. This is supposed to blow that 5 armies fight out of the water. Like, some of the battles here are so epic and so gigantic. It's told really, really well, despite it being a book versus it being a movie. I'm hoping the Silmarillion will actually be made into a motion picture. But in the meantime, I'm really excited to try to give this a go. So after reading Splice, I'm hoping this will be the next book that I take on and sort of take in Tolkien's unique writing style and really good storytelling. So Silmarillion, again, 60% off from Salvation Army. Suzanne Collins, The Hunger Games. I've been sort of drawn into books made into movies. So Hunger Games hasn't appeared on TV yet, but I've been also watching the Divergent series, which I also got a copy of, and I saw this. It was televised, like the Divergent, and then Insurgent or something like that, and like the sequels to Divergent, they were on TV. So I'm kind of like into getting books that were made into movies, mostly because now I can sort of picture the voices and that's why I'm sort of drawn to the Harry Potter series, for example, and even Twilight, and because I see the movies and it helps me visualize the characters better. So if I sort of get into Divergent, even if they expand on some of the scenes that didn't make it into the movie, I can like hear the characters and sort of see what they look like and sort of have a better idea of how the story plays out because I can see the characters in my head. So Divergent, Hunger Games, two motion pictures that were made from their original books. So those are the books there. Again, 60% off from the Salvation Army. I've got a copy of the Bible. I've been going, a little bit deeper in my faith lately, and this was just sitting there on a random book pile, and I thought, I don't think that's a coincidence for me to find it. So again, 40 cents. That was another 40-cent book from Salvation Army. Then I also found this interesting color bleach in the young adult section here. I'm going to just show you some of the art in here. It's all black and white, even though they call it color bleach. So I'm not sure if this is supposed to be. There is some color pages in there. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be colored, if it's supposed to be something for me to color, or if it's just something to enjoy. I don't want to color it, but there is some sort of drawing instructions in there. But yeah, I mean, any kind of anime that I can find, or manga, pardon me, that I can find at a thrift store is really good deal, especially when it's 60% off, guys. Come on. So 40 cents for color bleach from Salvation Army. Then I also got this other book called Silverfin, another young adult fictional book, Bond meet James Bond. Meet Bond, James Bond. So this is like a younger version of James Bond, reimagined by a new author, Charlie Higson. So the series is called Young Bond. So I'm actually really excited to sort of see how the Young Bond compares to the new one. If you've seen the more recent James Bond movies, it's like he's become a darker, edgier character, right? With Daniel Craig as the new Bond. But I grew up with Roger Moore, and I grew to love Pierce Bronson, and so I never really got into Daniel Craig's character yet. But the idea of a young Bond and a whole series of new books with this younger James Bond before he becomes a super spy, I think that's a really cool idea. So I'm really excited. Silverfin is one of the books in that series. Again, 60% off from Salvation Army. Andre Norton, The Game of Stairs and Comets. This is not just one book. This is 3 books in one. Ha! I mean, just like getting multiple movies for one price in my previous haul, getting 3 books in one for 99 cents minus 60%, you get to 40 cents for 3 full-length books. That's just over 13 cents a book. Holy cow, right? So yeah, that's a really good deal. This is a lot to read. I mean, I'm looking, I'm realizing, but I really want to, take it in if I can help it. So Andre Norton, The Game of Stairs and Comets, 3 books in one for 40 cents basically. Again, from Salvation Army. Last book here, Stephen King's Under the Dome. This is a great deal. And Under the Dome actually was made into a TV series, right? So based on this book. And it's really funny because Under the Dome, the idea of Under the Dome was also parodied in Simpsons, the movie. Because they drop a big dome to contain Springfield because they were going to infect other people. So it was really so I was intrigued by this idea, and when I saw it played out in Simpsons the movie, I thought it was hilarious. And then when I saw it played out on TV as a TV series, I thought it was really engaging. So although it got a little bit kind of over the top, but this is it even says that it was a CBS TV event kind of thing. But yeah, just the idea of being caught under a dome for some reason, no reason, and just sort of seeing how people evolve in those situations, how they handle those situations, how bad situations go worse because of people, not just because of the situation itself. It's like how we handle a situation as people. It's an interesting study in people, when you read stories like this. I remember another Stephen King film, The Mist, and it wasn't just as intriguing and suspenseful to see the creatures that were coming out of this fog that was invading this town, but just how the town completely broke down and turned to people who had strong manipulative personalities and turned people into mobs of crazy people instead of being sound people of mind and body kind of thing. It's so interesting to see it play out. So Under the Dome, I suspect, is going to have that kind of situation where now you're caught under a dome. Now you have to try to survive, and you're going to start running out of resources. What will it turn people into, right? So, and why are people under the dome? So it's really a neat idea. So Stephen King's Under the Dome, gigantic, paperback version of the book. Again, 99 cents minus 60% off. So yes, I can't get enough of this sale. I'm so happy that they had it, and I'm so happy that I got to take advantage of it. Even more so, I'm happy to share it with you guys, my viewers. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I didn't even ask you guys last video what your favorite movie or media would have been from that haul, but please leave me a comment and let me know which you think is your favorite from this gigantic book haul. You know, 10%, like $4 for all of this is, yeah, even if I don't read it and I just sort of give some of these away or donate them to people that will appreciate it, yeah, that's okay, because I'm only 40 cents in, but I think I'm going to keep them for a while, try to read them and enjoy them. But leave me a comment, let me know what your favorite is, and thank you again so much for tuning in. I want to sort of do a shout out to my vlog. I'm going to card that above. Right there, my hands are full because the books are falling in my lap. That there's still opportunities for you to enter the draw for a $15 e-card for Amazon.ca or .com. It's an online card, and it's to celebrate my 10,000 views milestone. So if you check out the vlog and you are a current subscriber, leave a comment in that vlog and you'll be entered for a draw for a $15 e-card. I will be doing it old school. I'll be doing it on camera, not live, but I will post a video to announce the winner, and I hope you guys will enter. So thank you again for your support for Richard's Corner. For now, it is Richard from Richard's Corner signing off. I'm going to wish you happy hunting and happy collecting, and hope that all of your finds in the Thrifty Wild are equally awesome. If you haven't already, hit like, hit subscribe, and stay in touch with me so you know what is new and happening here on the channel, and also hit that little bell icon so you're instantly notified when something new is uploaded. Again, all of your love and support for Richard's Corner is so appreciated, and it continues to drive me on this little YouTube journey that I have the pleasure of sharing with you guys, my awesome viewers. So thank you so much for tuning in today. Again, it is Richard from Richard's Corner signing off for now. We'll all see you next time. Thanks again for visiting Richard's Corner, guys.